Welcome back. So today we're going to keep working on this run targets from Makefile. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we managed to find out what was the problem the other day, which is, where the hell is this? Um, this is not right. This should be having the the MS ones. Okay, so that's what it is, what we need to be changing. So I think I think we can do this thing manually, but we need to, I mean, we could, we could do this thing with, you know, with ChatGPT, with LL codecs and so on. But I think we can do it manually, and that way it's going to be much better to find out what the hell we are doing. Okay, so first of all, let's reorder all of these in this place here. So what I really want to do is to move everything code related together. So that's it. And then we're going to, um, we are going to have this thing about secure boot or not. So this is what we are going to do, which is we have one of them, it's going to be with secure boot, and the other one it's not. Okay, so the first one it's not going to be secure boot, and the second one it is. So this is sec b, and something similar it's going to happen down here, which is like this. So this one here is going to be sec b. So what happens here, wait, do we have anything in here? We don't have ms, so we don't know what to do. Yeah, this one here we don't have ms, so we're not going to be able to test ms stuff, isn't it? Are we supposed to be using what the hell are we supposed to be doing here? Maybe this is something from from Ubuntu, which doesn't have everything in the right place. So this is secure boot, which it's not going to work as expected, I guess. And the other ones are the secure boot ones. So once we have all of this, we should take a look at where the hell all of this was used originally and modify it so that it works as expected. Wait a minute, I've forgotten to put a timer so that the stream doesn't take too long. 1 second, here it is. Yeah, that's it. So so let me search where the hell. So here you are. So regarding the bars stuff, we should be using bars sec bfd for this thing. And yeah, we can have a name. Yeah, actually, we don't care the name it has, or do we? Because check OBMF. Bars. I think you want to do this like this. I don't know. So this needs to be the bars from here, which is going to be this one here. Okay. And something similar needs to be done for the secure boot one. So we have the same thing, and we have the same name for this thing, which has secure boot, and then finally we use it here. Okay, so that's what it is. So in AMD 64 UEFI no secure boot, we are going to be using whatever we were using before, which were these bars FD without the SecB. So it's already here. So this is what we are going to be using. Okay, run bars D. Okay, so this does that. No secure boot, no secure boot, the same thing, and BIOS ISO, we don't have any of this. So regarding UEFI secure boot, what happens here is that we don't have secure boot apparently, because the only thing that we have here doesn't have the MS stuff. So for now, we are going to say that we're going to comment this thing here. We are going to comment this thing here too. Okay. And so the one that doesn't have secure boot, which is in here, I think we already know how this is done, and we should be fine if I'm not mistaken. So OFM bars FD, which is in here, and yeah, and this is something that you put yourself, something like that. I don't know. So this and that, and then we have the ISO. Okay, so let's see how this goes. So we're going to call this thing make run use correct bars files. That's what we are going to be doing here. So in theory, we should be able to run secure boot ISO from UEFI. So look at that, missing OBMF firmware. Yeah. So it's not like this, it's not .secboot. So the one thing that we have changed, which is this one here, we actually, so the thing is, what is this all about? Check OBMF. Yeah, that's my question. Why are there here two different files? What's the difference between one on the other one? So if I search for check OBFM, what the hell is this going to do? if you don't find the first one, is this some specific check that if you don't have this, it tries the other one? Find OBFMD. Okay, let me double check. Make run AMD 64 UEFI SB ISO. Look at that. So the CP is failing. That's why it later on when it does the check of EFM, it fails. Cal copy bar sec BFD. So it's looking for OVFM bar sec boot MD FD. How does it know that it's failing? I don't see any of this. Check OVFM. Okay, so look at that. If it doesn't find the first one, it complains about the second one. Seriously? That's nonsense. Why? Because this might be... Okay, so what we actually want to do is to match what we have here with what we have on the top regarding all of this. Okay, this makes sense to me. I mean, not this one, the other one. So here, when it complains about this one, what you actually want to be writing in here. So this is what you check. You check that this file exists. So this is not right. So the first one is this code here, which should match this one here. Yeah. This could be done in another way, but okay. Let's try to fix this thing. So what's the actual value for this thing here? The actual value is this thing here. What else? Okay, if these are the same stuff, this should be like this and like this, because we are having the same thing as above, so that's why we have the same thing. So this one of FM code FD, still we don't have the same thing, so we're going to just write this thing, and the bars FD is this one here. So this is the one that we're going to use here. So this is something that we add, and it needs to be in sync with what we have above. And yeah, otherwise doesn't matter too much. So let's do it like that. And BIOS UEFI stuff. And so the one that works here, what about the code? The code for secure boot. Wait. Do we have code for secure boot? Do we have? we only have boot for secure boot, which is this one here. And bars, yeah, okay, so secure boot is this one here. No, sorry, this one here. And the one for non-secure boot is not here. So we're going to comment this out because we don't want. So UEFI no secure boot. UEFI secure boot. Okay. This is concerning to me because one thing is the code, and how the hell do you understand this? Because the bars. So maybe what we actually want to do, the bars for is this one here, isn't it? The bars is this thing here, and if you check in here, is this one here. So no secure boot should be commented, and this one should be commented out, I think. And now we are using everything right, which is this one here. You can see it here, and it's the one up here. So that's what I think we are supposed to be doing. Run. This one here, this one here. Okay. Hit add makefile, hit the log. Okay, I have made these changes here. Can we maybe test some of them? So secure boot 493 is not okay. What the hell have we have done wrong here? 593. Oh, look at that. Like this, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, just make file and amend. That's it. Missing this thing. Wait a minute. Bars for MFD. How the hell are we supposed to be doing this thing? US share of EFM of Vimfer. Are we supposed to do something else so that this is taken into account? So look at that. So it's the code, or is it the bars, the one that's failing? It's the bars. Make runs. Wait a minute. This is saying, so this is the place where you want to copy it, but it's like it's failing the first part. So we should have some part where we do the copy, and so this is the check, but this one here, copy bars, CP1. So where the hell? So this one, it's not being used. Where the hell do we do this copy bars stuff? That's the thing. Copy bars. Oh. Maybe this check should be done after. Wait a minute. So we first copy, and then it says missing of firmware. So this is probably, wait a minute. I don't understand how this works in practice. So let me double check. So this is a check of EFM. Which might say that this is failing or whatever. But if it's not failing, it should just copy whatever. And that's what is wrong somewhere. Okay, let's. Do we have any change? Okay, let's invoke the OpenCode harness. Because so where the hell is this? I am trying to run this thing here. So make, even if the file exists, trying to run and I am getting this error. So the error is this one here. So the copy part is the one that got this error. So I wonder if this copy is done in Docker. It's not. copy bars. One into two, and then echo. So I am not sure why this is a failing, given that the file exists. And what's the given that the origin file to copy exists. So the original file to copy in this thing here is OVFM bars, because this is the one that it's failing to copy, because it's trying to do this thing bars, isn't it? So probable associate code. So here's the code, and I am not sure why copy bars are failing, given that the original file to copy exists, and the original file to copy is the bar sec bd, which is in here. So I'm going to search definition up here so that it knows what this is all about. You know what I mean? Because otherwise so this is one part of the code, this is another one, and we can put something like this so that it knows. Yeah, let's put two different pieces of code. And so the file to copy, which is this one here, exists. So let me double check that it exists. In here, use share OVFM, copy and paste, and yes, it exists. Let's copy like this, and let's put this thing onto the prompt, and let's give this thing Nematron medium, and hopefully it's going to do a commit or whatever. Okay, trying to get this error. Hopefully now it's going to find out what's wrong and fix it. We'll see how this goes, because this is run into sort of a Docker, so it might not find those files, but you know. Thinking. Yes, think, please. So now this is running, and whenever it ends, we might be able to fix this thing. So we're trying to fix the bars stuff so that it uses the right files here and there. And yeah, that's So maybe find OVFM doesn't have the right thing, doesn't have the wildcard path and this. OVFM path. Oh, I see. And what's the value for? It's all of this. And USR chair. Is it the one that we're using here? US chair OVFM. Yeah, and actually it's the first one. So yeah, I don't know why this is not working, and yeah, the idea is that, you know, the idea is that it fixes. At line 61, it says this thing instead of that. This leaf, this undefined, goes in the computer file. Oh, line 61. Are we going to be able to find this one here? Oh, yeah, I see. That's right. That's right. So that's what you get when you know, when you don't use an LLM to edit the stuff. You might make mistakes, but if you don't do mistakes, you don't learn. So it's something that you need to wait in. So gravity works for everyone, even for clothes. Yeah. So hopefully this is the right fix. And yeah, we can move on, and we can okay, I'm back. I'm going to improve the is there any place where it says do not run anything? I don't know. Check OEFM package. Resume your task, but please know that you are running inside a Docker which is not the target system, so you cannot test make run commands unless the help one. So this Nemotron stuff, it takes too long to reply, but I prefer this than other stuff because it's quite, it works. It knows what it's doing. So show the fix. That's the fix. Yeah, that's right. I wonder if there are similar fixes around here and there, but I don't think so. So basically what we have here, okay. The fix is correct, this and that. And we have a commit. So I should be able to test this thing. And it should work, isn't it? Here it is, it works. So we should probably test if this works as expected or not. If we have the, you know, what's the, to fit. If we have the right secure boot stuff or not. Once it works with one, the other one should work. You know what I mean? So we update, we do this thing here, and you like this. So this should say secure boot. Yeah, this should say secure boot is on. Okay. Now let's see if we have secure boot or not without the SB thing. So system terminal. Then we go on to root. We do some update. We do like this and that. SB state. And now it should say that we don't have secure boot. And secure boot disabled, so that's nice to know. So now we should be able to test all of these tests, which I had somewhere again. And yeah, so let me see. So we will build everything but AMD 64 ISO, which is already built, so that we can test all of this. So more checks. What about this and that? So yeah. So basically what we want to do is do this stuff, which is secure boot off, secure boot off. Okay. And this one, I'm not going to test the BIOS one because I know this works for sure. So this is checked too on this date from today. So we had, I think we had somewhere all of the stuff that we had to test, but I am not sure about that. So we had like make help run or make run help, and we can copy and paste all of this to see what the hell do we have. So yeah, this is what we actually want to be doing in here. So AMD 64 ISO, and we can have this thing here. which should have, ISO. Yeah. So this should have like i386. i386 and i386. Yeah, no. This one here, this one here, and this one here. Okay, that's what we actually want to be testing. Then, in addition to the ISO stuff, we have the AMD 64 USB, isn't it? So it should be something like this. USB. So instead of ISO, we have USB, isn't it? So we have USB here, USB here, and USB here. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then finally we want to be testing i386 USB, which would be yeah, just changing this thing with i386. So like this, and like this. So one here, one here, and one here. That's all of the stuff that we want to support, even if some of them are not available. Okay, so first of all, wait a minute. Yeah, let's try to put this thing here, which it's supposed to be built. And as you can see, it's 686 thing. And we're going to test if this is secure boot or not, or whatever. Okay, so we will have to turn on the thing. Let's show how this is going to work, if you ask me. So mock util and mock util be state. Because yeah, I have no idea how this is going to work, given that we have some files from here and some files from there. So secure boot probably is going to work, but I don't know. Secure boot disabled. Okay, so secure boot disabled might be related to i386. So here we are running this thing with secure boot. So this is the 32-bit secure boot stuff, but then if you take a look at, so it's SMM on, and there's nothing about turning secure boot on. But the bars, the bars even if it says secure boot, might be related to bars not being secure boot. So secure boot enabled expected. So this doesn't mean that when you so secure boot enable expected might be related to bars not being secure boot or missing an additional switch to turn it on, because we had an additional switch before to turn this on. Okay, and so I guess that if we remove the SB, yeah, there's no target. That's to be expected. We don't have code for non-secure boot, and we disable it. Okay. And what about the BIOS ISO one? This one should be working, isn't it? BIOS ISO. The BIOS ISO one is working. I mean, actually, why do I want a target? I mean, the target. I mean, if this is going to work, and it's going to say this thing as FE variables are not supported in the system, so I'm not going to even bothering to test it. So I'm just going to copy and paste this thing here. So we want to be testing AMD 64 USB to see how it goes, because we haven't actually tested this so much. So for now, we should be checking if secure boot it's going to be taken into account or not, and so on. You can see here, so this is like MS. So yeah, look at that, doesn't work at all. And yeah. So this has the shell. This is very similar to what happened to us before, because we were not changes the boot index. So if I'm not mistaken, what we did in the make file was to fix it thanks to the boot index. So the device has boot index 1. So the problem here is that we don't have device in here, isn't it? Because if I say something like boot index 1, it's going to say it doesn't support boot index 1. So maybe we can just do some regular ChatGPT to fix this thing, even if, you know. So Rescatux development and add a device for this drive so that I can set boot index 1 to it. To set boot index, you need to stop using the implicit drive and instead to split the drive plus device. Yeah, that's what I actually want to do. So drive, this and that. Replace this thing. So USB disk. No. Wait. Yeah, I actually want to do a USB disk now that I think about it. So your full command becomes this and that. Drive USB disk. Oh, you just do an ID, so it's nothing difficult to do. So that's okay. So we need to once we do all of this, we need to do one big commit with all of these changes, because right now we are doing too much stuff in one place. So basically what we are doing here, so ISO, yeah, so basically it's something like that, isn't it? This is what we actually want to be doing, but for USB, isn't it? Drive, da, 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 da. And then you do this thing here, which is ID is USB disk, and then the device is whatever. So drive this and that. Wait, it isn't an ISO? Yes, because it's EMG, isn't it? It's, why does it say? Wait, this is not what we were taking a look at before. So drive ID, so we set drive IF known. Yeah, I think IF known. That's right. So everything with USB should have this IF known thing to be changed. So let me try to fix this. Where are the UF? This is BIOS. Secure boot here. Then this one here too. And this one here too. Yeah. Okay. Let's try to fix this thing manually, even if we are not doing this. This is much work. Drive, whatever. BT or BLK PSI. So it's a PSI. So the device is here. So secure boot USB. So the device, let's do it like this. So device, wait a minute, device is twice. So device is here, is USB and boost this, put this one. So first of all, let's put at the very end this thing here on all of this. And wait a minute, this one already has, yeah, because this is ISO. We actually want to do this on the on the USB stuff. This is one thing that we do, and the other thing that we do is, one second, IF known. So in here we have IF known, and IF known. Okay, that's it. So now we should have all of these changes, which is basically make USB drives to start to boot first. yeah, whatever. So AMD64 USB SV USB, and let's see how this goes. This is not working as expected. Why is that? Wait a second. Why does this work with CD-ROMs, but it doesn't work with, images, drive, this and that? ID USB disk, and then the drive USB disk is the first one to put in the why the hell does this? What's wrong with you, my friend? What's wrong with you? Should we say put index 0, something like that? You can see here how we've got this global driver thing, which I'm not sure we were using. No, it's the same thing. So if we put here ISO, it starts with the CD-ROM, isn't it? It doesn't find some stuff which I'm not sure what it is, but then it puts it puts this thing, media CD-ROM, ID CD-ROM. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'm missing the media here. USB, this is the one that doesn't work. Maybe we are missing media in the drive thing. So drive, before ID we have media, HDD, I don't know. What are the valid media stuff? Disk? Maybe it's disk. Media disk. Oh, it doesn't work. Virtual BLK BCI. So let's remove media and like this. Okay, let's do boot menu on, and I should be able to press ask and boot manager. Wait a minute. UEFI MISC device? QML? Damn it. Let's do a quick test here, and we will end the stream. Yeah. Where the hell is this? QEMU, this and that, and the other thing. Where the hell is this thing? ChatGPT. What am I missing so that it auto starts with this first hard disk? How does it know that we have the FEHL? Use but on the controller, not just the drive. This is already correct. Remove this thing. Order C. Try with a fresh copy of bars. The image might not have a fallback loop. Yeah. Try using the device. This is the USB stick. QEMU-X. Okay. Okay, yeah. In any case, that's what we want to try. Let's write this down. We have tried to mimic how ISO boots so that it starts, but currently it's not auto starting the hard disk. Latest LM advice, which we haven't tested, is to use this thing so that it's taken into account as an actual USB disk, which I guess that's what it means to device QEMU-XXI, because currently, what the hell are we using currently as the Bertio BLK PCI, which is whatever. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'm missing something in order to run this EMG. But the thing is that it doesn't appear as in the boot menu at all. Doesn't appear as a hard disk. So I'm a bit concerned if I'm missing something in all of this. You know what I mean? So yeah. I mean, we could try this thing real quick. I'm not sure it's going to work. So drive and whatever, isn't it? Let's try this thing real quick, please. Like this. It doesn't work either. It doesn't work either. Boot menu on. The thing is that we are missing something because doesn't wait a minute. Now there's a USB hard disk. It doesn't work. So maybe there's something that doesn't make this thing. So is this so secure boot is enabled? Okay, this looks nice. This looks nice. So in theory, if we use, yeah, okay. I've done a quick disk, and now the disk is recognized, but I'm not sure if either doesn't like the secure boot stuff or it doesn't like that the disk is not bootable. So we need to check both of these in the next test. And also we can add boot menu on so that it's easier to boot onto the USB hard disk. Okay, yeah, that's what that's what we're going to do for the next day. So next day here. Okay, so that's it. So next day on next video. Fix mixer regarding USB boot based, because I want to have everything into this makefile touches so that it's easier to test everything. So thank you very much for watching. Bye. Where the hell is this? Bye.